What is up, guys, and welcome back to episode number 100 now of the Leeds United career mode. It's only fitting, guys. We're into episode 100. It's a landmark for the series. We're already at the 100th episode, so it makes sense for this to be a live episode. But not only that, it also makes sense for this to be the Champions League final. I haven't seen the Champions League draw yet. I do not know if we have United or if we have Bayern Munich. I mentioned to you guys that I would love to have United in the Champions League final to end our career off at Leeds. In the description, there'll be a straw poll of the teams that we can join after this season, as you guys have suggested, or requested rather, that you guys want me to continue the series on even after this. But I'm going to go into now and we're going to check out actually who we've got in this Champions League final. We've got 2 Premier League games still to go. One of them will be simmed and the other one will be played. But the most important bit, guys, is finding out who we've got, because I think it would be absolutely immense to end with a Manchester United versus Leeds United Champions League final in our last game as Leeds United boss. It would be immense to have that happen. So let me go and check out who we've actually got. I don't know yet, and you guys are seeing it for the first time as well in this just to come here. So let's check out if United did in fact beat Bayern Munich. They were 1-0 up on aggregate. Did they hold on and go through to the Champions League final? That is the question as I'm scrolling through the menus here. Eventually we'll get there, guys. Here we go. So, Copa Europe, I think there's one more to come, and then it's the Champions League. Ooh, I'm not sure if United and Bayern have played their second leg yet, or if they actually drew their second leg. Because if they did, we have United in the final. Let's take a look actually at fixtures. I didn't realise, I forgot you could do this, because I'm a bit of an idiot really. But let's take a look anyways. Champions League, they have not played the second leg yet. So, bit of a mistake by me. Let's go in anyway. Let's sim the next couple of days and see, in fact, if they did end up beating them or not. Hopefully they'll go and hopefully they've played it by now. We've got one game to come here against City. I'm not sure if I'm going to play this game against City or if I'll play Spurs. I'll choose depending on who is higher in the league, and it looks as if City are higher in the league at the moment. Let's see actually, is it actually going to be Spurs? Yeah, Spurs away. So actually, is the City game? Oh, the City game's at home, so I'll sim that one and then I'll play the Spurs one just because hopefully we get the win then. Let's check out and see if United won that second leg against Bayern then. Community Shield, FA Cup, EFL Cup, here we go. Copa Europe, and United lost 2-0 to Bayern in the second leg. So, it's a Leeds United versus Bayern Munich final, which is still an extremely good game to watch from a neutral's perspective. But how good would it have been, guys, to have that United versus Leeds United final Champions League as our last game as Leeds United manager? It would have been incredible. But unfortunately, not to be. We are going to be taking on Bayern in that Champions League final, which is still to come later on in the episode. We've, of course, got this game coming against Manchester City, which I'm going to go ahead and sim right now. We're going to play a somewhat of a bigger or a stronger team for this one because I don't want to have a mistake in the league. I want to try and lose as minimum games as possible, really. So we're going to try and get a victory here, as always, and that's the objective for most of the games we go into. We've had an absolutely crazy amount of subscribers to the channel in the last few days, and that is immense to see, so thank you to everybody who has subscribed. But, guys, we're going to go now. We're going to sim this game against City. Hopefully we'll win, but on the other side of that as well, I don't know what team I am going to be playing in that Champions League final against Bayern, because at the moment, I am, like, at 2 parts as to whether or not who I'm going to play. We've been without Lukaku for the majority of the series so far because of injury. I say the series, I mean just this season, rather, through injury. We've got Neymar, we've got El Ghazi, we've got Martial as well, of course, to come in. So we've got a very strong team, as Neymar just makes it 2-1 there with 2 goals in this game so far. The question is, you know, do I sort of play my best team against Spurs and hope that we don't pick up injuries? Because at the moment, I obviously don't want to lose another Prem game, but at the same time, I don't want to be losing that Champions League final. We've just beat City 3-1 here with that sim. Joel Green coming off the bench to make it 3-1, capping off the 3 points of dreams right there. So that's going to wrap up that one. We've got the Prem game to come against Spurs. We've got a lot of stuff to deal with as well. As I said to you guys, there is a straw poll in the description which I would like you to go over and vote on. At the moment in time when I'm recording this, of course, because it's live, you don't know, I don't know the teams that we're able to join come the end of the season. But you, of course, will know if you've checked out that straw poll. But if you want to make this as interesting as possible, wait till the end of the episode to check that out, because I don't think actually there is any jobs going currently right now in terms of towards the back end. There you go. So we will have to wait until the back end of the season. But it's been a good few years here at Leeds. I've enjoyed my time, but I think, like you say, guys, it's probably time to move on. So you will have that option available to you. But for now, let's get into this game against Spurs. Let's hopefully pick up 3 points in the league and end on winning ways. And also, let's hopefully not get an injury, because I do not want to pick up an injury when we're this close to the Champions League final. The final game here at Leeds United, we want to be winning it. You can see Lukaku is out for 2 more days, meaning that we will have him for that Champions League final if we do so, in fact, see fit. And you know what? To have him coming off the bench anyway is ridiculous enough. So we've got an extremely good team for this Bayern game coming up. I personally think that we've got a good chance in that one. I don't know what you guys think. I haven't played FIFA in the last few days, so this Spurs game is going to be somewhat of a warm-up for me to try and get my my gameplay back to a standard of which I'm capable of winning trophies. So let's just see how we got on anyway against Spurs. Hopefully we'll pick up a win, and let's see what we do. Alright guys, you can see on your screen it's a somewhat weaker team than what I would have liked to have named, but like I said, I don't want to risk injury. We've still got an extremely good team though, let's face it. Barkley, Lukaku, Martial. I mean, the front three alone in Barkley, Martial and Lukaku are just deadly anyway. So I decided to give Lukaku a run out. He hasn't played a lot of football, so I thought I'd give him a game in this one, see how he gets on, and then maybe we'll make a decision based upon how he plays here against Spurs. This is a good warm-up because Bayern Munich are going to be tough. Bayern Munich will not be an easy team to play. I mean, it's a Champions League final, for goodness sake. So of course, no team is going to be easy to play, but hopefully, like I said, we'll end on a high in the Prem, but not only that, we'll end on a high in the Champions League before we leave clubs. And you guys will have known, of course, like I already said in the straw poll, which teams are available. I don't know that yet, so hopefully there's some decent choices in there. I sort of don't want to go back to another English team. I'd rather sort of either stay here or move abroad somewhere like the Bundesliga, or maybe La Liga would be an interesting one. We'll have to wait and see who's available to me, but for now, hopefully we'll come into this game, and hopefully as well later on in the episode we'll manage to pick up that Champions League second win in a row. Let's go. Alright, Martial into Suso. Suso now cuts inside his man. Where's he going to go with this one? Suso's got a few runs being made to him either side of him. Sees a run on the right, left-hand side of Adnan Januzaj. Januzaj's got a lot of space here. Strike that, Januzaj. What a strike. Comes back off the bar. Should have been 1-0. What a goal that would have been. But it came back off the crossbar. Unfortunately, wasn't to be. We should have been 1-0 up in the game. Crazy effort from Januzaj. So close to 1-0. You see, I can see stuff like that happening to me in the Champions League final, guys, where we go through, strike a ball with such force like we did there with Januzaj, and it coming back off the bar and coming back to haunt me. I can just see it happening already in this. Good tackle, then Donker. He's won the ball back for us. Gave it off to Januzaj. Januzaj cuts inside. Gives it to Lukaku. Lukaku sees a run of Barkley. Barkley's got a man on his right here, Anthony Martial. Gives it to Anthony Martial. Martial's in the box. Anthony Martial, surely 1-0. Of course it is. There's no chance that when Martial gets in that penalty area, he's ever going to miss that. The top scorer in the Premier League for the second season running looks to keep hold of his golden boot by scoring the opener against Spurs here 16 minutes in. I am feeling no pressure, but you know what? I can't really take this as a sign, because although I'm playing well against Spurs, Bayern Munich, no disrespect to Spurs, of course, Bayern Munich are going to be a whole different kettle of fish when we get to that Champions League final. But I mean, the way that I'm playing right now, I'm feeling quietly confident about it. I mean, we got through there very, very easily, I have to say. It's very poor from Spurs. They may not have too much to play for themselves, so it could be that as well, as they are not even in the top 6 at the moment. So I can understand it if they are not really bothered about playing themselves. But the fact we've got the opening goal inside 17 minutes, and I've dominated most of the early part of this game, happy with the way we started here. This should be a tough test, actually, in terms of defending. I've got to really defend well, and that's great tackle from Hernandez. Gives it back to Dele Alli, though. Dele Alli now into, and Kodu down the left-hand side. The Spurs winger cuts back inside. He's got a run on Dele Alli. He's got a run of a left back, but he's really trying to work some space here. We're closing the gaps pretty well here. Suso in back to defend this against Nkodu yet again, who's on the ball. I missed my tackle there, which isn't too good from me, but where's he actually going with this one? He's just sort of dribbling it around a little bit. Ben Davies now up from left back. Got a lot of space. He sees one in the middle. I tried to block the ball there from going through. Oh, can we get this out? No, we didn't get it out, and that's just a simple goal to concede. The first time we've been asked to defend, we've messed that up already. And I tell you what, you can say the game's sort of been a bit harsh to me there with the fact that I could not get the ball back. You can see, I guess it's a bit of an issue there with that sliding tackle missing. I tried to block the pass. I mean, we made a tackle with De Siglio, and Bernard Leno yet again. That is why he doesn't get in the side, because he simply cannot save. You can't be beaten at your near post by a strike like that. Bernard Leno, mate, that's an absolute joke, and that's why you've lost your place to lose. So 1-1, 30 minutes in. Not really the way I wanted to start this one. Suso, then Donker, not the person I want to be on this ball right now. Here's Januzaj. Januzaj into Melo Lukaku. Lukaku turns, gives it into Suso. Suso, little dink towards the back post. Who's there? Firmino. Yes, it's 2-1. What a brilliant goal that was. Absolute quality. We kept hold of the ball. I made sure that I knew what I was attempting to do there. Little dinker towards the back post. And somehow Roberto Firmino has got another headed goal. See, Romelu, that's the movement you should be making in the box. Because with your heading capability, you would have got on that so easily. And Lloris beat him for the second time today in this game. But I can tell you right now, I really, really am not enjoying the way Romelo's moving. He doesn't seem to want to make runs for me today. Lloris, where are you going, Lloris? That is dangerous from the Frenchman. So close to giving us possession inside his own penalty area. Lukaku's on the throw-in for some reason. Here is Suso. Suso, then not where I wanted it, but it comes to Januzaj. Januzaj into Barkley, surely going to be free. Barkley, it is 3-0, and there is, 3-1 rather. There is the third goal, and that's the one that kills Spurs off. Jesus, man, I can't talk. And do you know what? For a warm-up game, this has been just what I wanted. We've shown that we are not great defensively, so I need to make sure that my defending on the day in that Champions League final against Bayern is better. But not only that, it's made my decision. I know what team I'm going to go with now coming up for that Champions League final. I've got it in my mind. Hopefully it'll work out in my plans rather. But you know what? Decent result today. I mean, I could have asked for at least a draw from this one. We don't particularly need the win, but the fact that we've got a 3-1 victory here, or looking like we've got a 3-1 victory, is pretty good as well. So I'm happy. Romelo's got a chance to stretch his legs. Surely going to be 4. Romelu Lukaku running in on goal, and Lukaku has hit the post. Of course he has. Here it comes back to Firmino, who's made it 4. But of course Romelu had hit the post there. This is just silly. It's absolutely silly. Romelu Lukaku just can't get himself the goal that he wants. He stretched his legs. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a very, very fast striker. I'll show you his speed and stuff in a second, but the fact that he hit the post from that one is just agonising. Like, it really is. But you can see, I mean, in terms of a striker, he's what you want. Like, he's got okay, 91 sprint speed. He's got decent stats all around the board, but he just doesn't do it for me. I don't know what it is. I just can't get used to him. But I suppose it's okay. 4-1 victory at the moment. And if we play like this against Bayern, we're going to tear them to shreds. But not with the play that I wanted, and it put us under danger. Here's Dele Alli now, striking one goalwards. Great block in the end from Rudiger, making sure the ball didn't end up in the back of the net. Dele Alli testing Leno with range, and had it have not been for the block from Rudiger, could have gone anywhere there. But in the end, 4-1 victory, 90th minute. Surely the referee going to blow his whistle now after the ball goes out of play. He did, in fact, do so. We have won the Premier League. I'm not going to skip it, so you can, in fact, see us lifting the Premier League trophy. There is the final result, guys. Firmino coming off the bench and grabbing himself 2 goals in the game. And you know what? In terms of a warm-up game, that I couldn't have asked for better from that one. So, this is a nice way to start the episode off. But it would be quite gutting now if we went from this sort of episode to then losing the Champions League final. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But let's just enjoy the moment. We are Premier League champions for the 3rd time running. This is the 3rd time we've... Or is it 3rd time? Or is it 2nd time? I can't actually remember. And this is bad because it's my series, so I should know. Is it the 3rd time or 2nd time? I don't know. But at the end of the day, we've managed to at least hold it for the 2nd season running. So there you go. So we are definitely Premier League champions. Whether or not it's 2nd or 3rd time, I can't quite remember. Anyways, regardless of that, this Leeds United team is just so damn good. We've got to the point where everything is just cool and dandy with this team. And it's so simple. So this is why I wanted to move clubs. And this is why, of course, you guys have asked me to move clubs as well. As we lift in the trophy, Dendoncker going to do it. He's been here the longest out of the majority of these players. And there is the trophy lifted rather. Not sure why it's Dendoncker as a skipper on the day, but hey ho, it is what it is. I'll make sure our skipper on the day for the Champions League final is someone very important. You'll have to see who that is. And I've got in my mind the player that I want to give it to, someone who's been here for the longest period of time out of any of the Leeds United players. Someone who came to us in Season 1 as a very young boy and has worked his way up into the world domination as one of the best players in the world. He had a great first campaign with us. He's been solid throughout, and he is going to captain us in that Champions League final. You just have to wait and see who it is. I'm sure a lot of you guys who are OGs and legends on this channel will know exactly which player I'm talking about, but we'll have to wait and see exactly who the player is. But there is the Premier League trophy in the hands of Leeds United for the 2nd time running. And there are the fans celebrating it with the players. So that's going to be that for that, guys. We're going to move now and try and get into... You can see by the match facts, actually, it wasn't that much of a domination. I mean, we had a few more shots and a few more shots on target. But in terms of what I felt like, we didn't really dominate as much as I was feeling. But there you go. So the final day of the Premier League season, we'll take a look at the Premier League table. And then we'll move into the Champions League final. And then we'll check out the teams available to us to go to at the end of the season. If you're enjoying the episode, guys, hit the like button. As I always say, thank you to every single body who likes the videos. If we could hit 30 likes on today's episode of the Leeds United Career Mode in the Champions League final live, that would be absolutely immense. You can see on the bottom right-hand side of your screen, Bayern Munich versus Leeds United, Germany versus England. I'm ready. Maybe Bayern will be available for us to move to at the end of the season. You never know. You know what? If they beat us and we move there, could be quite interesting. But here we go, guys. Champions League final coming up just as we check out the league table. Actually, I'm going to check that out first because that's what I'm aiming to do. So here we go. This is the Premier League table. I mean, you can see our road to the Champions League final. It's been not an easy feat in terms of that. I would say that, but we beat Dortmund 6-0 aggregate, and then we beat Barcelona. It's just mental. So let's take a look at the Premier League title, or the Premier League table rather. There it is. You can see we absolutely dominated it. Nobody came close, as we had one defeat all season. Oh my word! I said I didn't want to have just one. And that's absolutely gutting, because I said I wanted to go unbeaten an entire league campaign. We lost just one game, and it went at the hands of Arsenal. Imagine if we didn't lose it. We'd have gone the entire season unbeaten. I can't believe it. I said, if we go one game unbeaten, I'll be kicking myself. And that's it. I'm kicking myself, because we've only lost a single game this season. It was our best chance to do it. We were so close. I can't believe it. That's actually put just such a down on everything. But you can see the rest of the league table. Newcastle United, credit to them, came in third. That's very good to see. Chelsea fifth. City actually down in sixth. Spurs in eighth. And Liverpool in ninth, which is mental to see. Everton all the way down in 15th. The rest of the teams, as they came in and out of the Prem, Sunderland, Hull City and West Brom went down of the Premier League. So that's going to show you the league table. Again, guys, I'm absolutely gutted that we only lost one game all season and it came at the hands of Arsenal when we did. But it is what it is. So let's go into the Champions League final, guys, now. And hopefully we will win our second Champions League final of the series so far. Let's go. Alright, guys, it is here. The Champions League final is upon us. I'm going to change the team around before I show you everything to do with the settings and stuff. So we're going to go with Anthony Martial, of course, on the day. He's been an absolute star for us. And I really don't know who else I want to go with. I mean, we're going to put Rodriguez in. We're going to put the best team we've got available to us. And hopefully pick up a result. Kante comes in at CM. In terms of strikers, though, we've got El Ghazi, we've got Firmino. I don't particularly know which one I want to go with. I think for the sake of having super subs, I'm probably going to go with Roberto Firmino for now. We've got a huge amount of super subs on the bench to still come on and play for us. Bayer's going to come in. Oxford's going to come in. We've got Semedo and, of course, Grimaldo coming in. But look at that team, man. Incredible. So I particularly don't think we need a centre-back. I mean, we've got Pereira, he can play there. So I'm just going to fill up my bench with just absolute stars to come in and do a job for us. I think Januzaj deserves to get a spot on the bench for the Champions League final. So I'm going to take out Suso. I'm going to keep Leno in there just in case. You know, the chances are you're probably not going to lose your goalkeeper to a red card. But just in case it happens, he's there and available to us. But at the same time, I'm sort of thinking in my mind, do I want to go and do I want to play with another CDM in case I get a goal and decide to sit back? No, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're not scared. We're going to go into this game. Roberto Firmino, I mean, it's questionable. We could have gone Romelu Lukaku. Instead, we've gone Roberto Firmino. That's what I'm going to start with, and hopefully we'll get a result. You can see game settings, of course, legendary. That's exactly what it is, normal. Anybody asking as well? Someone was asking me actually what my camera settings were. So there it is. FIFA 16 default is what I run with. Everything else you can see how it is, and you can see the whole sliders and everything like that, and just, yeah, you can see everything. So that's going to be it. And hopefully, Champions League final, we're going to get a result here. I'm confident. I'm quietly confident that we'll get the result that we're hoping for. If we don't, we don't. If we do, I'll be buzzing. Let's go. Let's hopefully win the second Champions League of our campaign, or our Leeds United career. Actually, Coutinho is in the Bayern kit there, so already I'm starting to look at this Bayern team and think if they've got Coutinho, the chances are they've got a very good team. So let's go and see what their team is when we get into this one. Alright guys, we are here for the final game, possibly, as Leeds United manager, the Champions League final. Bayern Munich versus Leeds United. We're actually playing at the Allianz Arena, so this is a bit unfair, EA. The fact that we're playing at Bayern Munich's ground against Bayern Munich in the Champions League final, this is slightly unfair. You know what? I'll take it. I like being the underdogs. It gives us the chance to really show what we're capable of. We obviously got here. There is the two runnings and how the both teams got here. I said to you guys, Bayern Munich have already got Coutinho. Chances are their team's going to be pretty damn good. So I'm hoping, again, we can do what we know we're capable of doing. I'm going to set up sort of defensively from minute one and hopefully just get a feel for things and just see how it goes. That's what I did against Roma when we beat them 1-0 in last year's final. Firmino comes into the team, of course. He knocks out Romelu Lukaku out of the starting 11. Do you know what? I don't care. I'm going to just go into with the mindset of I don't care if we win. Of course I care, but I'm saying, like, if we win, great. If we don't, we don't. But you can see, you know what? I'm not really fearing that team, if I'm being honest with you. Coutinho's different. You know, Depay, Kane, and De Bruyne are very good. Coutinho, Sears, and Huber. I don't know who Sears or Huber are at all. Alaba, Hummels, and Kimmich. You know what? Manuel Neuer. I'm not really saying that that's a very good team. I've seen better. I have seen better. So, in terms of a team to face, Could be quite interesting. I think our team is better on paper, in my opinion. But you, of course, know our team, so I'm going to skip it. You know what, guys? Let's just see what happens. Semedo. I don't know what on earth that pass was. The game needs to stop doing this to me already. A little bit of EA aids already because I did not mean to make that pass. And already by a minute with a strike at goal, and Lou has to make the save. But again, what the fuck was that pass from Semedo? What on earth was that pass from Semedo? It's an absolute joke. You just tapped it. Oh my god, the clearance from Green was a joke. And already, oh no, not like that. Why are the clearances so bad in this year's game? Every time you get a corner and you try and clear it, your man just can't get past the first man. And to go a goal down in the Champions League final to that of all strikes, I don't believe it. We're 1-0 down in the Champions League final, 13 minutes on the clock, and we're already a goal down. We've got a lot of work to do. We had a great start to this one. And already Hubert, who I said I didn't even have a clue who he was, has just silenced me really, and we now have a lot of work to do. To be honest with you guys, we've been quite sloppy in possession of the ball though, and I can't say anything other than we have to be keeping the ball better than we have done. Here is Neymar. Got no run in front of him. Where is Anthony Martial? Where's my strikers? There is Green. Green into Martial. Martial! Oh, it's blocked. Oh no, that was a good chance actually. In terms of a chance, that was a good one, but wasn't to be. We've not scored the equalising goal, and we're still a goal down. I can't get the ball off of Bayern at the moment, and they're playing around me like an absolute mug. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Not good at all. I'm trying to get a chance for myself and just trying to keep hold of the ball and try and play nice football and make sure that I'm still keeping a little bit of, what do you call it? Oh, great ball. No, it's overrun. Of course it's overrun. It's just that stupid. I tapped that the same amount that I tapped the Semedo pass. And it's just overrun. So how can I, if I tap it the same amount, one go extremely slow and the other one go flying through this? Oh, it's an absolute joke. Tapped the pass and it went flying. Rodriguez, James Rodriguez. Now on the ball. Think that over. Firmino, run on the end of that, son. He's through on goal. Roberto Firmino. And it's an Martial back post. Oh, I don't believe it. What on earth was that chance? How has that actually just happened to me? Come on, man. I need the look that I'm not getting at the moment. Here is Joel Green again. Firmino yet again. Into the area he goes. Firmino with a strike yet again. Great block from Matt Hummels. Firmino dink it back post. And of course it's staying in for Alaba. This is an absolute joke so far. Here we go again. Joel Green. Now Firmino. Into Martial. Martial. He's got no run of Neymar. Where is Neymar on this left-hand side? Where has Neymar gone? Oh, Rodriguez. 1-1. Get in. 39 minutes on the clock. James Rodriguez has got the equalising goal. But where did Neymar go? I was looking for the man on the left-hand side in Neymar, and he went somewhere. I don't know where he went. He wasn't available to me on the left-hand side, so I had to just run with Anthony Martial, put the ball back into the area, and James Rodriguez passed it past Manuel Neuer. We're back on level terms, 40 minutes into the game. We've dominated the game, in all honesty. We've absolutely dominated this one. And the fact that we're 1-1 in the game, I don't really know how. They've done well defensively at Bayern Munich to their credit and blocking a lot of the strikes I've had at goal. But the thing is, other than the chance they had earlier on, I've been playing football in their half for the majority of this game. So in terms of a result, or in terms of how I'm playing, I feel as though I'm the better team so far. But, you know, football's not played on this. It's just one stat, and all that matters is the one in the corner. So let's just hope we can get our second goal. I don't know why Kante's even in the area, to be honest with you, but of course we've lost that header, and the referee's blown up for half-time. And this game has been such a tense, nerve-wracking first half. I've dominated throughout. I'll show you the match facts at half-time in this one. Honestly, guys, look at those match facts. I have absolutely battered Bayern Munich in this opening 45, and we're 1-1 in the game. So, in my opinion, I don't particularly understand how we're still 1-1 in this one. I am considering making a change early on here. Do you know what? I understand what's happening. I'm going to wait out because there's still extra time and penalties to come potentially in the game. So, I will wait until about 60 minutes or so to make a change. But I tell you what, we've absolutely battered Bayern Munich here, and I'd be disappointed to not get the win in this one. Or don't. Very well played, actually, because it was a bad situation, that one. We come away with Firmino. Firmino's giving it into Kante. Kante into Martial. Martial spins. Fouled. Referee waves play on. Martial sees a run of Firmino. Firmino, take it in your stride. Firmino! Firmino! What a save, Kante! What a hero Kante is! 64 minutes on the clock. Bayern Munich 1. Leeds United 2. Our final game as Leeds United boss. And N'Golo Kante, the £25 million man, gets on a rebounded Roberto Firmino strike. And it's Bayern Munich 1, Leeds United 2. What a game this has been. Wow, Kante with the winning goal, possibly in a Champions League final. What a little hero this guy has been for us. Neuer, what are you doing, man? He got up in time and just decided not to dive. I'm going to start to make my changes now that I was originally going to make it 60 minutes. So we are going to bring on Anwar El Ghazi for Roberto Firmino. I am actually going to switch to a 4-2-2-2 with the fact of having, you know, two defensive midfielders. There it is, and we are going to play with James Rodriguez, Neymar, and then Martial. And we're going to move Green out to that right spot, and I'm going to bring on possibly, you know what? We'll push Oxford into CDM, and we'll bring on. I see this is a problem. I forgot. I didn't really have another CDM, to be honest with you. In fact, no, we'll leave Oxford where he is, and we'll bring on Ericsson for that CDM spot. He's not a great CDM, but he'll do a job there. I'm going to save my last change just in case anything goes wrong in this game. But right now, guys, I am buzzing at N'Golo Kante. And rip headphone users there, by the way. I apologise in advance for that. But N'Golo Kante, the little hero, the little man, 2-1 leads. Come on. Oh, Bayern Munich already. Ooh, and Lou had to make the save. I don't know what happened there. I just could not get close to them. The passing move from Bayern was absolutely exquisite. And I tell you what, I could not get close to the man. And Neymar's got to make that run. Neymar's made it. What a ball that could be into Neymar. What a ball from N'Golo Kante, the little hero yet again. Here comes Neymar now. Neymar across the face of goal. It's 3-1. I do not believe it. I absolutely do not believe what has just happened. I thought he'd missed the target. What a ball by N'Golo Kante. What a hero. He has to get man of the match for today's game. This guy, this little man's been incredible. And Neymar, to his credit, has absolutely wonderfully finished that one off. And even on Park the Bus, we had one man attacking and it was Neymar. What a ball though from N'Golo Kante to find him. We're 3-1 up in the Champions League final. And if I'm being honest with you, I think we thoroughly deserve this one. And they've gone for the long ball technique. It's not worked on that occasion. Ericsson will pick this ball up as well and give it off to Neymar. There it is, guys. The Champions League final, the second time in a row. We've done it for the second time. I apologise again for headphone users during the outcome of this game and stuff. But what an incredible game we've had at show here. You know, they took the lead earlier on. And I said I was gutted. And the first 45, we dominated them in all honesty. We absolutely battered Bayern Munich. The second 45 was much of the same. We came out and absolutely battered them again. Thoroughly deserving, in my opinion, of winning this Champions League final. But the thing is, this team's just too good. The team in general is just too damn good. And that's why we're moving on at the end of this season, guys. I could stay here for another season, but it would be just so boring to play because I'd be winning everything unless I sort of bumped sliders up on the AI side. But like I said, I don't want to particularly do that because it gets a bit of testing out and stuff. So, you know, Legendary is hard at itself. And we obviously, you know, lost the lead in this one. And it could have gone either way. But the fact that we came back, we showed great heart, great determination to come back in the game. And also I said I was actually going to stop our captain and make sure it was the right one. It's actually not the right one because I don't know who's lifting this. And it looks like it's going to be Eric Bailly for us, which is a bit surprising because I was actually going to choose Joel Green. So as much as I said I was going to make Joel Green the captain for this one, I didn't do it. I'm an absolute idiot, so I apologise. But he was supposed to be the captain and supposed to be the one lifting it. It would have been a nice way to end our Leeds United career here. But unfortunately, he didn't get to do so. That's going to be that game, guys. We are going to check out the teams that we have available to, as you can see by the match facts. Thoroughly deserving, in my opinion, of the 3-1 victory that we managed to pick up here. Bayern on the day, simply not good enough. So let's go see, actually, the squad report, and then I'm going to show you the teams available for you guys to check out in this raw poll, and you guys can make a decision on where we go next. So yeah, I'm buzzing, guys. Absolutely buzzing. The squad report, I'm not going to really do too much training because I want to try and get through this quickly now, and I'm going to go ahead and we're going to show you the squad report and squad ranking of the players. There is the squad ranking if you wanted to check them out. I'll show you everything in detail in a second here, the top scorers and stuff like that. You can see this is the squad report for Leeds United, and we'll check out the scorers and stuff in just a second. There is Leno, there is Lou, 92 rated goalkeeper, only 19 years old, guys. He's 19 and he's already 92 rated. This kid is in for a bright future. He's also, how tall is he actually? 6'6". Incredible. This guy is in for a very, very bright future, and he's definitely going to win trophies around the world. So, Pereira, is a decent right back as well. Semedo's done quite well for us as well. Miguel, still out on loan at Benfica. He's been a good service to us, but never really established himself as a first team regular. Lucas Hernandez, 84 rated, and we signed him, I think, the first season we came into the Premier League, actually. Antonio Rudiger, very good servant for the club over the last couple of seasons. Jan Vertonghen, absolutely incredible servant for the club since getting up into the Premier League. Reece Oxford as well, 84 rated, very, very good servant for the club. We were looking to sell him at one point. I'm glad we didn't, because he did absolutely incredibly for us as a 22-year-old. He's still got a long way to grow as well, so very happy with him. Eric Bailly, 89 overall, incredible signing in the end. He didn't have the best of starts to his career. He made a couple of mistakes early on, but it is what it is. And in the end, he's been an absolute incredible player for us. So that is Eric Bailly. Vergara never really got into the team. I signed him as a backup and was looking to sell him on. In the end, we let him go out on loan to Blackburn. De Siglio left back, Joe Gomez at left back, Tyler Denton at left back, and Alejandro Gamaldo at left back, who is an absolute gem. I love this guy in this game. He's been absolutely incredible for us. I think he's one of the best left backs in the game for me. But Dan Donker, you know, you can see them as I'm going through. Will Jackson, actually, as well. He is an extremely good player, and I never really gave him a chance. 81 rated, 20 years of age. Very good stats all across the board, but he never really got the chance to show himself here, and that's something I didn't really... I should have probably given him a better chance at the team, in all honesty. How tall is he, actually? Take a look at this. 6 foot, so he was never really great in terms of height. He had a 5-star weak foot, though, which I didn't actually know, so the more you know, The more you know, but... Suso's been a good servant for us. Calvin Phillips never really got into the team. Harvey Harris, N'Golo Kante, Lewis Baker. This little man is an absolute gem. I love him, and I will always think that he is an absolute beast. What a guy this guy is. Lewis Baker, Adnan Januzaj, Anthony Martial, 25 goals in 52 appearances this season. Didn't really get to the same sort of goal-scoring heights that he got last year. 13 goals and 10 assists in the Premier League. Not what he got last year, but he's still very good. Ross Barkley as well, absolutely incredible servant for the club. Ericsson, we all know how good he has been at the club. James Rodriguez, 91 rated as well. Roberto Firmino, £50 million signing. He looked to be incredible for us as well. Joel Green, we all know how this guy has got on at the club, and he has been arguably the most iconic figure in the series so far. 94 rated, 105 million, 22 years of age. What a man this little man is, and he is just going to be one that I will always remember throughout my time of playing FIFA. Never really got good in terms of skills or weak foot, but we didn't need that, because look at how many 99s he's got on his stats. That's just mental to see. 99 long shots, 99 short passing, dribbling, ball control, crossing, everything. Crazy. He's even got 93 acceleration and 87 sprint speed, so he's very quick as well, so there is that. But Anwar El Ghazi, the second most iconic feature or player that I'm going to call at the club. He had an absolute stormer of a first season at the club. Got the golden boot and everything in the Premier League. And we'll see if Martial's actually got the golden boot for the second season running in just in a second. Hadi Sakho, incredible servant as well, and didn't really get into the team this season. Owen Allen, we've obviously got Romelu Lukaku, who I didn't particularly enjoy. Loic Remy, Patrick Rose, Oliver McCutcheon, Neymar on the left-hand side, and Don Wan Ju. So that is the squad report, guys. Actually, Patrick Rose, look at how incredible he looks. 94 finishing. What an incredible guy. Or actually, I should have really looked at him more. Maybe if we move, we'll try and sign him. 18 years of age. Could be quite interesting to see. He's got very poor physicals, though, so that's probably going to be something that puts me off about him. But that's the squad report, guys. And this is the last time we're probably going to see this Leeds United team, in all honesty. And it's good to see them. And I'd be sad to see them go, but it is what it is. And we are moving clubs, of course, at the end of the season. We are going to check out now and see if Anthony Martial got that golden boot for the Premier League. Did he get hold of the golden boot for the second season running? Yes, he did. 13 Premier League goals. Got the golden boot for the second time running. Ericsson on 10. In terms of assists, he also got the top assists as well, Martial. Incredible. Clean sheets, Louis up there in 17. And the rest of the stuff you can see on your screen. So we're going to check out now, guys, the teams that we are available to join at the end of the season. And, of course, there'll be a straw poll down in the description below, as you can vote on the teams that you would like me to join. There's no managerial openings available. We have to go towards the back end of the season. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to skip there, and we are going to check out the teams available to us in just a second here. All right, guys, we're back, and basically it sort of worked with a new job offer. I had to move into next season because there was nothing available for me last season, and then right at the start of this season there was nothing available again, so I had to go ahead and sim the first few games of the transfer window, basically. So we missed the entirety of this. We won, or I think we won basically the preseason tour. We won the first 2 cup competitions against Wolfsburg and Manchester United. We then drew with 1-1 with Liverpool, and we beat Bournemouth by 2-0. That then offered or gave me a few job openings. So in the straw poll in the description below, there's only 3 other teams we can join. There's Leicester from the Premier League, but as I said, don't particularly want to join them. They've got £305 million transfer budget, which is mental. So we can join them. There's Dortmund from the Bundesliga. We were required to be winning the league title if we went over there. There is Leverkusen from the Bundesliga as well, which could be an interesting one. £232 million in the transfer budget. And there is also Wolfsburg as well from Bundesliga as well. So In the description below, guys, you can choose from all 4 of those clubs. Preferably, I would like to move to a different nation rather than staying in the Premier League, but I'll be happy to do whatever you guys vote. So in the straw poll in the description below, head over there, cast your vote, and out of the 2, or out of the 4 teams rather, the 2 that I'm looking most interested in is Leverkusen and, of course, Wolfsburg. Those 2 would be actually an interesting way to go. So let me know what you think. Personally, I would prefer to do Wolfsburg or Leverkusen and move over there and try and do it with one of those guys. I mean, yeah, you know, Dortmund would be quite interesting, and so would Leicester, but at the same time, those 2 teams just look very, very interesting. So let me know what you guys want me to do. Also, depending on what happens there, make sure you leave some signings down in the description, because no matter what happens with this, guys, we don't have too much left in the transfer window. We've only got around about 2 weeks plus the deadline day. So make sure you leave your suggestions for players you want me to sign, or rather, a week and a half maybe. So leave your suggestions of what you want me to sign, and hopefully, once we move over to that club, I'll have a little bit of time to do what you guys suggest. And of course, the deadline date is going to be vitally important to us. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Career Mode. Smash the like button. If we could hit 30 likes, like I said, that would be absolutely incredible. Leave your votes in the straw poll description down below. And I will catch you all in another video very soon. Adios.